All right, let's see. Last drawing in the sketchbook before it goes into the auction at Comic Con. Finally. Started this in September of last year. Just not finished. I want to say there's 62 drawings. I think I have to go back out. Leave last page blank so whoever wins will draw whatever they want there. Let's see. I'm going to finish this book off with Usagi Yojimbo. I'm going to try and do kind of an action shot with him on horseback. His armor. Hopefully I can pull this off. So I have like, if you have like samurai period races in Japan, I found some good photos of that, so I can actually see people in samurai armor racing on horseback. So I've got that. And I've got some good shots of Usagi. I'm not going to draw any particular armor verbatim, but hopefully it'll have that Usagi Yojimbo feel to it. Anyway, I guess there's nothing else to do except for get started. Let me take off the banner. Anybody wants to talk about anything, just throw it in the chat, and hopefully I'll see it. I'll try to keep an eye on the chat, but I'm not very good about it. So if I don't say anything right away, just be patient with me. Okay, so I'm going to reference with the horses first. That's the first thing you got to put down. We're gonna, to get that motion in there, you're gonna have a horse canted at an angle coming around a curve. So that's gonna be the motion for the horse. Just gonna start blocking in shapes for now, so I can kind of figure out where it's gonna be. From that, that's going to be the horse's head, right? Jason says, "How is it?" Jason on the Big Island, and somebody over on YouTube, TV Celeste. Hello, hello back to you. All right, so let's see. Head. Can't see much for the bridle because the head's a little straight on. The horse has huge neck muscles compared to a human. But it's the same kind of structure that we have, right? You got these thick corded muscles that go from the base of the skull down to the collarbone. We have the same thing going on. Theirs are just longer and thicker. Like most of the stuff on the horse, longer and thicker. Okay, so now where the girth of the horse is going to be. Jason's a long-time fan of Usagi. Come on in here and draw Usagi with me. Jason, it's all good. Stop talking to me about him. Dan's the guy's one of the nicest guys in comic business. Good to see him having success with his Usagi-related Netflix show, and still got all kinds of comics popping up with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and his own stuff. I think it's officially the longest running creator-owned property, right? I might be mistaken about that though. So I know there's Savage Dragon, there's Cerebus, the Aardvark. There's a couple other long-running independents, but not many. Stan Scott, who's the creator of Usagi, artist, writer, inker, colorist, whatever job it takes. Letterer. He's managed to keep ownership of the property. He's gone to different publishers, so he's been under like Fantagraphics and Arctic Press, I think, and IDW. It's always been his property, so they You can't steal it from them. All right. So I know it looks weird seeing the horse like bleeding right now. Trying to capture that sense of motion. Since he's kind of leaning, his muscles are cramped on this side, especially the horse's chest right here. And I know it's weird to like compare the muscles, but it helps because I have a pretty good understanding of human musculature. So understanding how that translates to the horse's musculature kind of helps. You can really see anything from the belly. And put a stirrup right about here. Got my landmarks. How do I come in? All right, Jason, hold on, Lee. The link over on Facebook. Okay, on the Facebook side, so paste. All right, it should show up in the chat there, Jason. See it? Okay. Chest muscles compressed. There's weird go out on the knee. And little would be the equivalent of a shin on a human. The ankle, kind of the hoof in here. Can't really see the hoof because it's in dirt, so we're gonna have to like kick up some dirt. You can see a back leg on this reference. So here is now this is kind of deceptive because it's basically I'm seeing this part back leg. Jason.
All right, I'm in.
All right, you are in.
So yeah, I've met Stan since '89.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Back in '89, I got it #1 Usagi signed and a original art back then on a backing board. I've met him 3 times in 3 different places, and actually the 2 places are gone now on Oahu, which is the old Ward warehouse of Other Realms, where they originally were. Pearl Kai. I was with Sergio Oreganis at Pearl Kai.
Yeah, now I'm jealous. I really want to meet Sergio. I've met Stan a couple times. Actually, we got to go out to dinner with him because of John.
And check this out. This is what me and John Murakami got in common. I met Dave Thorne on the Big Island. I went to one of his workshops over here when I was in college. And he goes, "Hey, come to San Diego Comic-Con in a couple of weeks. Go meet Stan and stuff." And I'm like, "Huh?" Well, yeah. So I go to San Diego Comic-Con. As one of the first booths I stop at. I meet Dave Thorne, again, and I see Stan Sakai and Sergio Aragonis again. I was like, wow. So I've been asking Mike over here at Joint Comics, can you bring Stan Sakai over? It's like, I don't know.
You should be able to get Stan.
Well, he's a pretty busy man now, so.
Yeah. Stan likes coming to Hawaii.
Yeah, that too. I mean, I would love to see him one last time, you know what I mean?
Because I think he's still got family here.
Yeah, on Oahu. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
This is weird. Looking at the back leg on this reference, this is one of the back legs. You're looking at the knee and then looking down. So this circle is actually the hoof.
Wow.
A lot of it probably have the horse leaning too far, but you can exaggerate. And then I probably need to push the figure a bit.
Are you drawing the armored Usagi or the?
Yeah, I plan to draw him in armor.
Yeah, I always like the Ronin style.
Yeah, but that's what he's usually in. It's powder blue. I can't remember what the robes are called, but
yeah, his kimono
with the stipple.
Yeah, he actually counted that before. He counted the dots of the stipple on his kimono.
Yeah. Why?
Exactly why. He's right. I mean that's the tedious is just a.
Lost Jason. He's back with me. He popped for a minute. You popped out for a second.
Oh, sorry about that.
The other thing is, so I'm going to try and get the feel of him. Now, the other thing with drawing the horse is not as much I have to draw of the actual character, but then I got to try and make sure I get the horse right.
Yeah, the horses you got to get right. Don't make it look like a dog.
See this lady here. Around. See. This arm is low. He's leaning into it. His head is right about here. We can make his head bigger, I think. So,
and then he's going back to Dark Horse now.
Is he?
Yeah, he wasn't.
Is that who's got the property now?
Yeah, he's still like you say, he's always gonna have his property.
No, his Dark Horse is got the property now for printing, for distribution.
Under his Doku Publishing. His own company.
Whew, okay. Yeah, try to do these action shots. Boy, it just makes life harder.
Yeah. Now I've gotten the action figures of for NECA.
For what?
For NECA?
NECA.
Here.
Hold on, I gotta mess my wife. Here, I'll put you up real quick. Talk about what you got there. I gotta answer a question from my wife real quick.
Okay.
You're on camera though. You can tell them what you're showing, holding up there. Get the hat too, huh?
So this is the action. This is the cartoon version of Usagi. There's a black and white version of Usagi, and that's the comic book version. The same thing, but one's in black and white and one's in color.
Oh, okay.
Then I picked up about 4 or 5 sketch covers of the Turtles and Usagi Yojimbo Wear Win.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
What are you gonna put on there?
I don't know. I've got about 4 or 5 of them blank right now. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I thought I was gonna do that tonight with you, so I'm like, what am I gonna do?
Well, I mean, one of them's got to be obviously Usagi, right?
Right. Yeah, it's obvious as Usagi because this is all Stan's art. And yeah, I'm still working on that giant painting. I'm still stuck on these clouds.
Oh. Okay.
I put some wave, trying to put some wave in and stuff to make it look like I'm progressing, but I always go back to the clouds. So funny is I'm known for painting now, not comic art, because I guess nobody really sees me as a comic artist. So,
well, I mean, that's what you've been putting out. You know, people will know you for what you're putting out.
that's true. That's true. So I think I'm gonna do comic art and paintings. You know what I mean?
The flag would be fluttering in the wind behind him, so you wouldn't see much of it. Like that. Close up that tab so I don't keep clicking on it. And we have this hoof pounding ground. And then this hoof, because it's coming up, it's kicking up dirt, kind of in the trail behind it. Kind of get that motion right there. And we got to start mapping out where the armor is. And, you know, because again, he's on a horse, so he's hunched forward. Yeah. I did pull up an evil, grumpy face Usagi reference. Gotta make sure we have an appropriately grumpy. Get the horse's head in.
I always liked his how he killed his enemies and stuff. And
What do you mean?
well, when he kills his opponents, he always has that the
little skulls.
The little skulls and the thought balloons.
Yeah. Details.
What I really liked was when John did the sequence on a sketch cover, the sequential on a blank art cover. That was so cool.
have him leaning more to his to the left. I'm just trying to get the center of gravity. I lean the horse too far over, so now I'm trying to compensate for that. So for him to have the horse leaning that hard, I have to have him leaning the opposite way because you got the center of gravity right here. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's where it's at.
So I've got to account for that.
You gotta bend him the other way, and then bend the flag the other way.
Yeah. Well, the flag is just basically a stick with just a hint of the banner.
Yeah.
Like that. But let's see, since I've got him leaning, I've got to put the flag kind of leaning with him. Because they got that thing that attaches to the back of their outfit. I still think we want the flag on this side of the stick. Right. Yeah. That helps balance it out. Because I had, you're looking at the reference. He's sitting on the horse. And the horse is leaning, but the horse isn't leaning as far over as I put it. So,
right.
I got a little carried away with my lean, and I don't want to redraw the entire horse at this point. You know what I mean?
No. Just go with the lean.
Yeah. We'll try to. One of the things I can do though is I can move the head this way a little bit, maybe. Or we just accept it and
move on.
Move on, right? All right, so we got the top of the harness, the bridle, right on his shoulders. I'm not getting that confused with part of the horse's head. The nipples behind the eye sockets. So one of the things that a lot of my art's just really goofy, but the people that watch the streams know how much work I actually put into it, even if it's a goofy topic,
Yeah.
Did you figure out what you could put on that cover yet?
No, not yet. Because I was actually watching On's live, and then I saw you come on, and especially what caught me was the Usagi. So you know how much of a you can see now how much of a Usagi fan I am.
Yeah. On's cuter than I am. I know. On's friendlier than me too.
Yeah. I was about to put you on YouTube and then watch her on Facebook.
Hey, there you go. I mean, if you want to go watch her, it's fine. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. I'm a big boy.
It's not. No, I'm here. That she came on first, and then I just saw yours, and I came on.
I don't get that. I'm just happy anybody watches,
Right.
So my numbers will never be huge.
Hey, you're just happy to do it live, huh?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Once I finish this Streambook, I'll still do live streams, but I probably won't do as many.
Right.
Because it's easier for me to the live streams. I don't get traffic, right? Sandy says he's watching me. Now I feel creeped out. Hi, Sandy. No, but I really don't get the views on the live streams.
Right.
But I can still record and then post up like a replay, which are only a few minutes long, and that's where I get my views.
Yeah,
point of
you're
views I
short.
get. Yeah, the short form stuff.
Yeah, the time lapse ones.
Yeah, and that's what gives me views. If I get any views, it's on those. You know what I mean?
Right.
All right. Let's see. Now I got to take a look at armor. Wrapping that around it.
I'm gonna do the simple one. I've actually had this one too.
We've got plates here. It's a big plate at the base. And then 3 to 4 rows. Yeah, your connection might be a little unstable, Jason. Your image is clear, but you keep popping in and out.
Oh, that's weird. Maybe it is. Actually, I don't have Wi-Fi. That's why my Wi-Fi's off. I don't know. It's weird.
No worries. I keep hearing that pop, and then I look over and you're gone. And then you pop right back in. So it's just like a very short disconnect.
Hold on 1 second.
If I can give this a little more curvature to get go around the arm a little bit. You're not even really going to see the corresponding side. Have it coming out there. Okay, and then he's got, since he's leaning forward, they've got a taper down toward the bottom. And we see, let's see, because the samurai armor, they've got the, I don't know what to call it's like the skirt part, but it's like there's one in the middle and one on each side, you know, to protect the hips, protect the groin.
Yes, it's
He's
armor.
on horseback. He's on horseback. This one in the groin's got to be like sitting on top of the horse's back.
Right.
So I think we're just going to draw it like this. So that's going to be the middle one. And then we'll see the side one over here. Pantaloons. And for this side, we will be able to see the little curvature on it, like that. What am I missing out from here? This is his torso, so I've got to have some of that armor there. And you have the loose fitting sleeves up to the greaves or the gauntlets. And the katana, and the katanas have a slight bend to them, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the things that always messes me up when I'm drawing the Japanese swords is they have a very slight curve. So it looks weird if you don't put that bend in them.
It's more like a French sword or something.
Right now we're just worried on the pose. When I go into the inking, I'll clean up the details a bit, but zoom in for a second so you guys can see where we're at. Right? So we got a sense of motion there. The horse is a little drunk and falling over, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I think the proportions are pretty good. Head, body. So I think we're pretty good on the proportions. I've got my grumpy Usagi pose. But I've also got to rotate it down again because he's leaning forward as he's riding the horse. So I've got to extrapolate everything down a little bit. So States and popping out again. People should be high on the whites. Stars above this eye.
I found out what I'm going to do. This is the first print I ever got from Stan. It was him. It was Usagi walking in the field with dragonflies flying around him.
Okay. I think if I get this done in a reasonable amount of time, I'm going to see if I can find a good picture of Spot running.
Spot run.
Well, the dog, the lizard, you know, his pet lizard.
Yeah, the dinosaur. Yeah, the lizard. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a lizard gecko.
There's an armored version of that too.
Oh, really? There is?
You can find it.
Let's see if I can find one.
Yeah, because one of the references I have for the armor is a figurine. It's got Spot in armor, but the angle's not real great. I guess I could fake it maybe. I wonder. Let's see. Normally the ears stand up more, but since he's riding, you can put them down more. So it's like the wind is bending them over earlier. Again, people don't think things like that to think about sometimes. All right. Flag should have quick stick on this side. It should be like that. Going back. The banner will be hanging off of that. Yep. 3 bands around the pole. And I think I'm just about at a point where I can start faking details now. You get the basic drawing in. I do more of my refining in ink than I do in pencil. Pencils to get the thought down quickly. So going back to the horse reference. Horse's head. Okay. So I think accentuating these dimples above the eye socket. Helps get that angle for me. We'll start there. And go to the harness. We call it a harness, a bridle. Right? The bridle's part over the head. I gotta go back to. I grew up in the country. We had horses, bridle, tack, and harness.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
The bridle goes over the head. The tack and harness and stuff is what holds the saddle in place. I like this part of the bridle is basically just rope. This one seems to be flatter. This one's just the rope. And I think it has to have a bit in its mouth. So let's see, get the nostrils in there first. and then work our way back to where the mouth would be, so I can figure out where the bit's going to be. That's the hardest part, I think, of training horses, because they don't like that bit. I mean, can't really say I blame them. It's the bar that goes inside the mouth. I guess if you don't have it, it's hard to steer them. Okay. Right there. Trying to weight the face a little bit more on this side, so we're not looking at it straight on. Okay. Now the details are here. Are just going to be the impression of details, because I really can't tell whatever's going on right here. Well, there's a bit in the mouth, and then there's rings to attach to the bit, and then rope attached to the rings, but I really can't tell exactly how. So we're just kind of faking it. Yeah, you end up doing that a lot. Drawing stuff. It's like you can't tell what it's supposed to be. You try to make it look like there's something there. So there, Jason, you get quiet. Now, let's see it. I think I'm going to have hand here. So continue the neck muscles down here. Jason, you're muted, just so you know. I don't know if you're saying anything. I can tell this is tied somehow, but I can't tell exactly kind of not. How you doing? No, just me. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna fudge some stuff here. I don't think you'd really be able to see his full hand right here, but I'm gonna put it there just for us looking at it. And I can remember. I'm pretty sure he's got the regular 5 fingers, right? Got him enough. You think I'd remember? Nope. He's only got 3 fingers and a thumb. Okay. Good thing I checked. So this is the hand that's holding like the reins and part of the attack. And just horse. This front plate of armor right there. Continue on with the horse before I go into the armor. Got the cording in the neck. The collarbone is basically right about where this harness stops. Chest muscles here. This chest muscle is flexed because the leg is pushed in. And so it's not the same as human physiology, but it helps me to think about it in kind of human terms. Okay. Jason says he had to get out of his connection with bad. No problem, Jason. It's nice to have you in for a little bit. Being a super Usagi fan, it's great to have you here. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what you do with that cover. Okay, so we've got exaggerate. Curvature of the leg coming in, as well as the so this is a slight thing here, but we're putting a little bit of curve in there where there's really not curve to help, tie into that sense of motion. Just going to pencil in. There is this from this leg that kicked up. It took dirt with it. So we're going to have to account for that somehow. This chest muscle is a little more relaxed. It's not being pushed in by that. Again, this was a deceptive one here. This is actually, this part right here is actually the knee. And we're seeing this part of the shin, I guess. We call that hook back here. That's basically what that is right there. Okay, so we'll put the stirrup. Both sides. Kind of metal work there to just put some bow detail in there again and help tie the pieces together so you got strip on both sides. Okay, now I can switch over to the armor reference. Since Jason's not here anymore, we have to discuss this and see how outside of the stream. Okay. Alrighty. Wrapping this armor around. Shoot, can I close up one of my references? And we're actually seeing the underside of this piece. Again, it doesn't make much sense, but we're actually looking at the underside of the middle piece of the armor. On the side, I think I need to put more curve in there. So I can have, now he's got the short sword tucked into his belt on the reference I'm looking at. But I can't even see the belt. So I'm not going to split it too much. And then his pants are like the loose pantaloons. Okay. These legs should, the shins are bent back. So I've got to have the curve going this way. That's at the top of the metal bits that cover the shins. Now you can see the ribbon on that side. We'll have the foot peeking out over here just as we can. Okay. And then the pants. Kind of details on there. So now we can see that's there. Pants are flared out. See the one on the back of this hand here. I planned out this part well enough. Wouldn't be that close to the face, So I want to see the start of it, but I need to see more of it coming out over here. Putting the same kind of accents in the shoulder as we did on the waist. For something to help tie it all together. Whew. Okay. Again, this is from this leg scooping the dirt, causing that to fly up. So there should be something right here, but I don't know what. That's it right there. Take this before it's easier for me to come on things. Oops. This should not have had any lines in it. So what can I do? What can we do? We'll darken this in, and then we'll add the details with white. So I've got to make sure we go matching. I don't want that to have lines in it. And this is going to be darkened. Toe. Should I go ahead and darken in the ones on the legs too? We can come in when we do like a paint pen, put in maybe an accent like the flower or something like that. All right. John says, looking good. Thank you, sir. I think I can close it. Just double check my horse reference just one last time before I close it up. Oh, I can see. Shit. I can see the fourth leg on this side. Just a hint. We'll just do that. People won't get it anyway, but it's there. See, it's there. Some of the shading into the horse musculature. Yes, black socks on. Just the way the fur is. Okay, back to the armor. Let's see. I should probably do the details on the face because that's going to affect where the armor goes at the bottom. So let's get that first. Get my larger reference. And again, the reference I have is like straight on, but I've got to rotate the head down a little bit to give him to look like he's riding a horse. So instead of the nostril going straight across, bend the tip. And the top, the bridge part, I'm going to raise it up. And then the straight reference, the arcs on the line, arcs on the eye, top of the eyelids go up, but because you could be looking down, I'm going to curve them down. Both of them. Still want the pupils at the tops of the eyes, so those dots in there. And the anger lines, some of the fur at the top. Now, erase out some stuff here so I can get a better grasp of what's going on the bottom part of this face. It's got to be a little bit narrower than looking straight on. So again, we're rotating the head down slightly. And then like the tufts of hair on his cheeks, when you're straight, they come basically mid-eye or bottom of the eye. I've got to raise them up. Raise them up again. right. I think that kind of works. Put some Murakami dots on there. Is that where you get your dots from? Stan Sky does the same kind of thing with the dots. So now that I know where the head is, that helps me drop in the armor underneath his chin. Okay. I already got that. I have these. Okay, because they lean forward, they have to taper quite a bit. Okay. And that goes into the top part of his armor. Let's see. Keeping the arcs here. This is overlapping that. See. The thread lacing the two pieces together. Put something like that. And that's going to simulate having a scabbard sticking out on that side. Can't see the scabbard on this side for the short blade. Okay. And then, so normally his ears are drawn taller before they bend, but I'm trying to get that sense of motion. So we're going to have the bend a little lower and deeper, so we can see more of the base of the ears back here. I probably should have had him flopping back. That's too late now. right. I want to see these bracers wrap around the arms. I see the split on that side. I'll just have to take a close look at how Stan does it, the wraps on his handles. Okay, it's so small right here. I think we're just going to see the triangle bits. I don't think we're going to have to worry too much about how the material actually flips and twists as it flips over to create these diamond patterns. I think we can get away with just the diamond pattern itself. I'll rotate the book upside down for a second, I think. Give myself room to draw the blade. Not bad. And you would have a bevel for the blade, and then you'd also have a bevel on the back. Like you're not going to draw that blood groove, whatever they call that thing, where the helps channel the blood out of it. Okay, I think you've got kind of a basic sense of motion here. You test now. Erase out all the pencils. Will it make any sense? Hopefully it works. Are you still watching? Let's change the music. Okay. 11 minutes. I figured this would take about 2 hours, and we're actually on track, so that's good. All right. I'll start off with my white pencil. Got all the white bits that I need. This is a toe. And these hands. Again, I'm doing this just so I don't forget where those tiny bits are supposed to be, you know? Especially like the toes. And probably going to have to go back in. No, I'm probably going to cross these lines, so I'll have to go back in with the ink and redarken the lines after the fact. Hopefully we can. Make it too bad. Sandy says, "Are you talking to me?" She's still watching. All right. Well, thank you, Sandy. Appreciate it. Just making things at the same time. I have an art show on Thursday. Oh, where's your art show at, Sandy? Is it a craft fair? Is it like an actual exhibit kind of thing? What do you got going on? How come you didn't mention it when we were drawing Barbie stuff? We'll do the horse next. I'll break up my cheap markers. We really have fun with these little cheap marker sets, John. You see these? This is that Ross set. The Creative Expert from Ross. $15 for 48 markers. And they're good. They're a little, they're actually a little on the juicy side. It's like you can see how badly the Dark Jedi soaked through. But I always draw with the liner anyway. Sandy, is it the Cat Film Festival? Cat Film Festival. All the art's got the. I mumbled in the stream. All right. Where's the Cat Film Festival, Sandy? Don't be shy. Red accents on the coursey things. Rope, metal. You want to see the fit? The chest harness. Whatever he's holding on to here. Part of the tacking harness. I miss anything on the tack? We've got bridle, bit, reins. So, Cat Film Festival in St. Paul, Minnesota on Thursday. Go check it out if you're in the St. Paul area. Not like anybody likes cats, right? Back to my horse markings here. Okay, let's see. What color do I have? Any kind of horsey colors? It's orange. Let's see, this should be brown. That's kind of a dark brown. Do I have like a chestnutty brown? Probably not. Look at what I got here. This is good for the darkest areas, I think. We use this for the light. We'll have to build them up somehow. Again, these are cheap Ross markers, creative expert. So it's like less than $1 a marker. It's just crazy. When you're working with Copics, they're like $5 or $6 a piece, you know. Like I said, for a budget brand, these are actually pretty good. I'm pretty impressed. So the one minor drawback I would have is they are juicy, so it's easier to bleed out inside your lines a little bit. Something to be on the lookout for. Going to the light spot made or in his spur there for that. Andy's friend talked her into it. Because they don't charge for tables, which is nice. Yeah. They ask for a percentage of the sales or one of two things. Either people, well, one of three things. Either they charge a fee or they charge a percentage, or if they're really dicks, they do both. The percentage can be good or bad. So like if you do really well, the percentage can be worse than if you just purchase the table outright sometimes. But if you don't have a good thing, you don't have good sales, and the percentage feels a lot less painful. You know, like even if it's only 10 or 20%, 10% of $50 is less painful than 10% of $1,000. You know. All right. Now let this dry. And we'll go over with the second coat, the same color as I build the shape, and then we'll use the other brown for the really dark areas. See, I want let's do some metal. So I'm grabbing the lightest gray that I have in this set, which is not that light, but that's what you got. That's going to be the stirrups. And I think some of his metal bits need to be like a gray. Let me double check. Well, I mean, kind of blue in the picture, but I think this scan was using like a watercolor. We can accent into that. We'll do gray and then we'll do blue over it. This should be that. Okay. Yeah, that should have been that different block too. I guess we can darken that in. Do some kind of accent over the top of it. Just kind of laying in some gray. And then we'll go over the gray with the light blue to give it those Usagi flavor. Gold. And then you can take a percentage. That's nice. Good luck. Guys, go buy some cat art from Sandy at the St. Paul, Minnesota Cat Film Festival. You got that right. And the horse should be dry enough to where I can start putting in accented values. And just kind of darkening it in. Temples will be dark. So I'm going to go over some of this with gray. And keep that one handy too. So when I do this darker brown over it, I'm going to probably try and soften up the lighter brown. Okay. Light blue. It's white. What color should the flag be, John? Banner. down. And regular on the horse reference. Shading. Too bad, I think. I really like gray, but do I have it? Looks like it's an only one gray. Thank you. We just do a white one with a blue circle. Slightly darker blue, put some shading here. do with the background? Looks like it needs something, right? I like paint pens, but I also hate paint pens. They just, if you don't use them all the time, hard to prime. I know this still has pink in it. I know this one does too. Trying to get the better bits. I forgot to color the eraser on that side, didn't I? some. Deeper shadows, bent over. All right. Do the background, guys. Smoke, fire. You take a look at some Usagi Yojimbo fire, smoke. And make it look kind of like standing cut. He's got a very unique smoke style. I remember that much. Drawn clouds like him before. Trying to see if I can find anything with some smoke. Could break out my books. Burning. Just feel like there's got to be something in the background, right? Maybe a hint of a castle burning. Japanese style castle. Let me see. Probably throw some cherry blossoms floating around just because. I was going to have Usagi cherry blossoms. Sorry, I'm still trying to find a reference for something burning in Stan style. I know that Stan's had to have drawn something burning. Okay, let's see. Grab a pencil. And we do, let's see, weighted. I'm not drawing this exactly, so I'm having a hint of a building here. We don't want to take away from the foreground drawing. Got a reference I can't find. So the stand basically so we use guns. Talking these weird cloud shapes. Okay, I'm gonna grab color pencil pen, grab the red pen to do the outlines. Doing red because we don't want to have the black outlines of the back. That was a red Sharpie. Grab a blue Sharpie for this part. Into the castle, into fire. There's a hint of color in there to put it all together. Light on. be impressionistic. Grab a pencil. We'll just get hint of name there. I gotta do the whole thing. To help pop the background out of it without it being overpowering. Then what do you think? Call it done? No, we got gray. One that's too dark. All right, we're gonna call that done. 2 hours, 10 minutes. I figured it'd take me about 2 hours, so close. Thanks for watching, Sandy. Good night. Whoever's still here, thanks for hanging out. John, Jason, thanks for coming in. And that is the okay. Recap the Streambook one last time. This will be in the auction for Comic-Con Honolulu. The last two have gone for in the neighborhood of $400, which is a steal for the drawings. I want to say it's 62, but I'll count as it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, not all of them are masterpieces, but some are quick. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to stop the recording. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'll make this into a t-shirt. 15, 16. What's in the metal head, but I feel like the way it came out. 1, 2, 3. Your hand too small. 3 ball. 1, 2, 4, 5, Kalima. Nine, 60, 51, 52, 53. So 63 drawings. They range anywhere from like 15 minutes to 3.5, 4 hours. On average, they run an hour and a half. And this was 2 hours, for example. This was 2.5 hours yesterday, I think, almost 3 hours. This was like an hour and a half, I think. This was only like an hour. I was trying to stay loose with that one. Both these were done in 2 hours, but this was done in about 20 minutes. Weird Barbie. Alrighty. Good night. Thanks for hanging out.